My name is Noam Kimelman. I'm the co-founder and board president of the Detroit Food Academy. The Detroit Food Academy is an experiential youth development program where high school students learn by transforming their ideas into reality. We often use the word entrepreneurship, but I find that that term is really limited, specifically in its connotation. For example, if a student is designing and planning and budgeting a delicious 3-course healthy meal for their friends, family, and community, is that entrepreneurial? I think so. If a student is hosting and facilitating a complex conversation around race and food justice, is that entrepreneurial? I think so. And of course, if a student is building their own food product from scratch to market and presenting their food product and marketing it, is that entrepreneurial? I'd say obviously. So I was going to talk a lot about how we ignite transformation and spark confidence and transform students' lives. And then one of our students wrote a blog post a few days ago, and I read it, and I thought that does a way better job describing our organization than I could ever do. And so I'm going to read a little bit from a blog post which I think really illustrates what our organization does. My sister and I were walking through the hallways of Central after school, and we passed her chemistry teacher's room. There was an after-school program being held in this room that was Detroit Food Academy. And after learning a little bit about it, we were taught some basic knife skills that day. We really liked the program and even told a few other people about it and got them to join also. We got to plan and prepare meals on a budget, we played games, we learned about food justice issues, and we made our own product to sell to the school. Going was something I looked forward to, especially since I got to do it with my friends. One day I came in and I was told that we were going to be on the news, which was super exciting. I was kind of shy and didn't want to get interviewed, so you can really only see me in the background making granola bars. The job interview that I had for the summer program was the first one I've had. I was very nervous, but the person who interviewed me knew who I was. The month after I started, I found out that I was moving outside Detroit. I was kind of worried about how that would go, but we moved close to someone else who was in the program. The summer program was amazing. I was in a group with people from another school, and we made our own product. My group was the popcorn one, and it was sold at different farmers markets throughout the week. I thought I was going to be at the Eastern Market, but most of the summer I was selling at one where it was in this little garden in the middle of downtown, which was pretty cool. Once a week I got to have an internship with Treats by Angelique, and I learned that there's so much more going into a business than I even thought about. At the end of the summer, we had a ceremony that our family and friends could go to see what we have been doing over the summer. The chefs got to show off what they could do, and we had presented the product we have made and sold over the summer. At the end of the event, everyone was upset that it was over, and we all cried. So I bring this up, and I think it's really fascinating because I think we often put these programs in really beautiful flow charts and slides, and they seem really structured, and say this is exactly how it's going to happen. And then you realize that on the ground, it's way more messy than that. And in that mess is a lot of beauty and a lot of learning. And things like my sister and I were walking through the hallways. That's how they found the program. They just happened across the Detroit Food Academy because they were walking through the hallways and someone was probably talking about it or having fun cooking a meal. And they really liked the program because we played games, and that was really fun. She was really nervous before her interview, but the person who was interviewing her had a relationship with her and knew who she was, and so suddenly she felt comfortable. She moved out of Detroit and was worried that she wouldn't be able to join the program, but she was really lucky that someone that she moved next to was also going to our program, and so she was able to catch a ride. A little garden in the middle of downtown. That's an interesting framing also. A ceremony that our friends and family could go to see what we have been doing over the summer. And so I think it's really interesting. We have all these plans, and how it actually manifests on the ground is just so different than what we plan. And it's really the little things and the relationships and the care that the students have with each other and with their mentors and their teachers and their instructors that really make a program successful or not. So Brandy now works with Small Batch Detroit, which is a business side of our program, and it makes these healthy granola bars called Mitten Bites, which you'll see in grocery stores all over the region soon. As of next month, we'll be in 40 grocery stores selling these all-natural, chewy granola bars made and designed by high school students. She works about 15 hours a week, getting paid $12.50. She spends 5 hours a week making these Mitten Bites, 5 hours a week at a market stand, presenting and selling and repping the Mitten Bites that she made, and 5 hours a week in grocery stores sampling and demonstrating other food businesses' product that also want to market their product like this. Brenda's sister, who is also in our program, recently graduated high school and went to NYU on a full scholarship. And I think Brenda is really on the way to doing amazingly similar things, and we're just very proud to be a part of that process. Thank you.